This video explains how to remove columns with duplicate names from a data frame using the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video I will show you an example, and for this example we first need to create an example data frame, as you can see in lines 2 to 5 of the code. So after running these lines of code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new data set called data is appearing. And if you click on this data frame, a new window is opened, which is showing the structure of our data frame. And as you can see, our data frame contains 5 rows and 3 columns. And you can also see that the first 2 columns are both called x1. Now let's assume that we want to drop all these duplicates from our data frame. Then we can apply the code that you can see starting in line 7. So in line 7 of the code, I'm using the duplicated function to check which of the column names in our data frame are duplicates. And then I'm dropping all columns which are appearing more than once. So if you run line 7 of the code, a new data frame called data new 1 is created. And we can print this data frame to the bottom in the RStudio console, and then you can see that we have kept only the first occurrence of the column x1, but we have removed the second occurrence of the second x1 column. So in this case we have kept the first occurrence of the column x1. However, it's also possible to keep the last occurrence of the column x1. And this is what I want to show you in the next example in lines 10 and 11 of the code. So in these lines of code, I'm once again using the duplicated and the colnames functions. However, this time I'm also specifying the fromLast argument to be equal to true. So if you run these lines of code, you can see that another data frame is appearing at the top right, which is called data new 2. And we can print this data frame to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 12 of the code. And then you can see that once again we have removed one of the x1 columns. However, this time we have kept the second occurrence of the x1 column, and we have dropped the first occurrence of this column. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.